Boxed all my emotion up inside, like I did when I was trying to survive. Some things you gotta do downrange. When you get back home, you gotta change. Oh yeah, I'm trying to show some gratitude, but life ain't fair, and that's the truth. Oh yeah.
You're listening to WeP3 Radio, produced by the partnership of Police Across America Radio. The mission to remember the fallen, honor those who have served, and teach the future generation the value of freedom, created by the men and women who have served our country. Currently playing on WeP3 Radio, Doc Straw and the Scarecrow. The end.
It's only failure if you don't learn. I guess I've made a couple wrong turns, but that's okay because I'm living my life, taking one day at a time. Where I've been don't really matter. It matters where I am.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride. Boom. Oh, this is right in the middle of my screen. Move that. Get that out of there.
In your face. What the heck, dude?
What's going down?
That's for when you're yelling into the microphone about who's singing your song on WeP3 Radio.
What's going on? Is that what was happening, maybe?
Hey, Gwinner. Hi, Gwinner. How are you doing? Patriot Pride. Patriot Pride. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Listen up. This is the WeP3 Weekly Debrief. We are here every week on Mondays at 16:30 to fill you in on what we have been up to the past few weeks and then share what others are doing to help the cause. We like to talk about our guests from the night before. This week's show, we were sponsored by Smart Living. presented by Brian Kinzer. And he was actually with us for a short time. Was not an emergency call. It was Wi-Fi. I think he said he's in like Honduras.
Yeah, Honduras. WeP3. It was the Show Us Your We shirt was in Honduras, man. That's what's
like, what is?
Show Us Your We.
I thought you were doing
Get that out there.
Huh?
Amanda in the house. Boom, boom. Always here.
Patriot Pride. Patriot Pride. Yeah, so he is down there. So he was with us. We've also got Miss Kimmer, who's watching today. Catch 22, Boho Hobo's Hideaway, who I've seen advertising. They must have a few openings. And then we have Contagion Effect and Operation Texas Strong. Operation Texas Strong is rolling strong these days.
And Jeremy Daniels in the house. Boom. There we go.
Whatever you just did, it kind of cut out a little bit.
Oh, it did. I'm on the wrong mic again, believe it or not, because you know what happens, and I can go try and fix it again one more time.
I mean,
that's what.
It could be my
Test
internet.
1, 2, test. Oh, now it's going to work. There.
All righty, so we are good. All right. Hey, maybe you missed it. There you go. Last night at 10 o'clock Eastern time, our show from the previous week was on Reads Across America Radio. They gave us a 2-hour spot, which is pretty cool because sometimes we need that. You can find Reads Across America Radio on the iHeart app, radio app, the Odyssey app, and the TuneIn app. Just simply search the word Wreath, and you will find Reads Across America Radio. Pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
What's Mark? I see Jeremy Daniels. He's trying to get me. It's Mark. What's that?
You're stalling. I'm not.
No, I'm not. I just want to know what, Buster?
That one time. It was that one time. You said you fixed it.
Oh.
Epic.
I got it. I'm doing
what are
some
you doing? Okay.
copy, cutting, and pasting is what I'm doing.
Am I talking about our guest or am I talking about our musician?
Rip it off. What do you got? Has anyone heard any of the news about today? Let's talk about today. You know what today was? They had to certify the election. I'm assuming it got done, but what kind of news and drama are we going to deal with?
It just popped up at the bottom of my screen and they certified him. Election was good, they say.
Yeah.
Who are they anyway?
Who are they?
Yeah, it was on the news on Microsoft, but now I can't find it. I don't know how to use Microsoft. I don't need to be learning something new. Oh, look at this.
Miss Kimmer, Gwenner, Kimmer, whatever aliases you're going by at any given moment. I had to look at some stuff, and I didn't realize we were booking you for another show during our show. I'm a little upset now. I mean, let's be honest. You're ours on Sunday. That's the way that works, and we'll have a little chatty chat. We'll still hear from her Sunday night to be on our show in the next bunch of weeks, but I just have faith in you. I just know who you are. And I don't know you well. I mean, I know that we talk and we meet and we're together, and I know you have a story, and I know you're growing every day and you're a survivor, and these are the things that I know. And I know we together are better together, and I hope it went well last night. I'm going to have to go find that podcast, and I'm going to have to like it, subscribe to it, put my paws all over it. I don't know. I know that gets into tricky things. It was predictable. Well, I don't know. I'm glad it was predictable and uneventful. I appreciate the uneventful. I don't know if predictable is the right word, brother, only in the fact that I assumed that there would be that my predictions was be there's some kind of little bit of nonsense along the way, but my
Cameron, was
prediction,
there nonsense? Was there some nonsense last night?
not last night during the
Oh, you're talking about today.
yeah,
Oh,
we're bouncing around. I gotta pick my nose real quick. Okay, just kidding. I caught Andrea picking her nose the other day.
you're so full of fooey hooey. Wasn't my nose.
Real quick, just a friends. You know what? It's our show. We get to do what we want to, and he is a supporter of the People's Patriot Project. But I'd like to give a nice, big, warm shout out to Mr. Chuck Williams. We know that this morning in the wee hours of the AM, he was called and was a recipient of not a new kidney, it's a used kidney, but it's a kidney. And it's a life-saving operation for him today. I hope you're doing well, Brother Williams, and you got this, bro. You got this. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for your support, and we are with you. Yes, we are better together. Bow, 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 bow. What else? What else? Did we get to our
I'm
guest
sorry.
yet?
Here's the deal.
Oh, they're snowed in Kentucky. The big, crazy storm of life.
I saw lots and lots and lots of snow down there. You got me. So I just went and researched the Attorney General Merrick B. Garland.
Yeah.
Office of Public Affairs, U.S. Department of Justice. But why does every page that I click on, and I'm just being the messenger. Every single title is about what happened 4 years ago.
Oh, sure.
Every single one of them. 4 years after. I guess it's always 4 years after, but it's a thing, isn't it? It's too bad. It's too bad. We did have a really cool guest on our show last night, though, didn't we?
Just one?
Well, one that you're going to talk about.
Oh, I'm talking about the guest last night?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Your name's on it.
Oh, well, just because my name's on doesn't mean I get to talk about it. I mean, you just want to, I know what you want to do. I get it. I got this.
I wrote it all.
We had Mr. Justin Hess last night. He is straight from across the...
Over there. Oh, man, you just froze up.
No, I didn't. I'm reading so...
One thing at a time, dude. One thing at a time.
This is Chuck's wife, Laura. The nurse is have to ask to stop having so many people call to check on Chuck. They're getting too many calls, and he is in surgery now and doing well. Okay, good. I love it. Okay, I got a thing from. Yep, can't put that one in the air, but we will just move on and just. We had Justin Hess last night, and Justin is with an organization right across the border from Minnesota, but he claims to be a Minnesotanite and was even wearing his purple loud and proud last night. His purple loud and proud last night. You guys. Come on. What do you got there?
It's just Dom lifting some weights.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with you.
This is funny. It's funny because you know Dom. We know Dom. He doesn't talk about how much weight he's lifting. He's not talking about his weight. He says, today I lifted 55.5 Fender American Telecasters. Right? It's
you got
funny.
his clothes on in that thing?
Dude, he's like pants up to his chin.
Those are called overalls. And farmers wear those, okay?
You're such a dork.
Checking in, Brother Stevens. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right. Justin Hess last night. He was on our show. He is with an organization called Blue Line Fitness. And this is kind of a message. He's in the Army. He's in the Guard. He's a police officer. And he struggled with some of the things that happened around some events that happened in Minnesota roughly 5 years ago. And just some depressions. We'll call it trauma, even though I effing hate the word trauma. Yes, there's trauma in the world. This is not him. I'm just saying, if you're upset, hurt, or harmed because the crust wasn't cut off your peanut butter and jelly sandwich as a kid, that's not freaking trauma. Pull it together. You're fine. We dealing with a lot of people like to use the word trauma. Yes, I get it. I understand. I don't get to define people's trauma. I get that. I understand. I don't want to define people's trauma. I get that and understand. But a sliver underneath the fingernail, even though it was very painful, is not trauma. Just so you know. You'll be okay. And again, like I said, it's not mine to define for people. But we need some cowboy up in this world and country. Anyway, Shirley Book is in the house. Bam, 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 bam. We had your boy on last night, dude, but Andrew's got to talk about that here in a second when I'm done talking about Justin Hess. Justin Hess is a police officer that's making a difference using fitness and getting the police world back in shape. We're going to actually ask him to do some things for WeP3 and get involved. And, fitness is one of the pillars that we do believe is important that you do pay attention to. And I'm not telling you to go out and run a marathon. I'm not telling you to go out and ruck 10 miles because I ain't going to freaking do it. But you got to be up. You got to be moving. You got to get that heart going. You got to be in a physical attribute, shape, move it. If you don't use it, you lose it kind of thing. And so we're going to get and let Justin help us out in that space if he's willing to help us out. Amazing guy, amazing mission. He wants to get cop dads to keep their physical health while still being aware of the mental health aspect. Just a great dude. And again, I should have the other document up. I don't have it up right now. Because we got his links. I pasted his links in there. And let's see what those are. Oh, yeah. Those are there too.
Dude, you need glasses.
I know. This eyeball thing is getting like old people eyes. Like I can't even. It's weird. And this is not helping. So, all right.
My young eyes took care of it. We're good.
What's up?
My young eyes got it. We're good.
Your young eyes.
Yeah. So young.
They are young eyes.
They're young eyes.
Like your eyes.
Right?
All right.
Shannon book. That was Justin Hess, and it was so weird when he was talking about jumping into the ice cold water in the Mississippi, and I'm like, where are you? And like he's seriously right across the river is where he jumped in. The polar plunge. Although there are a lot of places in the river that aren't quite frozen yet. And so, and to be truthful, I don't know if they actually do it on the Mississippi over there or if they're technically on the St. Croix. That could be a thing.
Oh, you're going to make some people mad.
No, but he used this. He used this phrase. He is a 4-season deputy cop still. I guess that's funny in Minnesota because I look at like the sheriffs on the boats and they actually have like the little ranger training program. And I thought about doing it last year because I don't want to be anywhere outside in the wintertime. But I'll ride on that fast boat in the summertime and tell people to slow down and don't make a wake. And
You be looking in your mirror telling people to do that. Hey, yo! Hey!
Okay, but what's the red right return? There we go. There's big buoys because we got the some of you might know about this stuff. We've got the oh my gosh, what are those big boats called again? Barges. We got the barges that go through. And so they have to have they have to follow the channel of the river. And so you're supposed to stay with the red on the right when you return, which means the green is on the right on the way down. It's funny because I came from the lakes and I had no idea, like, what is the big green buoy over there for? What do you do when a barge comes? Because I didn't know. Here was what this was my answer. Let's watch that boat and see what they do.
You don't miss the sign to the naughty hog, that's for sure.
No, it's right there. Nice beach pull up. It's all good. Anyway, he's a good guy. He said some things like devotion over discipline. Like discipline is great, but if you're not devoted to it, you might lose your discipline. Love the brothers and sisters of the blue. The unity of all of us working together to help this problem. I don't remember if it was him or I was typing down thoughts, but the uniform does not define you. You can have, I think this is from our musician. You can have a life or a career outside of the military, and through that experience, you'll have determination and drive. Sometimes the connection that helps keep you driving forward. And that was, oh my gosh, I didn't type in his last name. We had Jovan. Hello, Newman. There we go. Jovan Newman.
Yes.
Last night. And so when I said that the uniform doesn't define you, he was talking about his music and how he would like to kind of be a role model for there's other types of careers. You don't have to go into security. You don't have to go into so many people go out of the military and into the first responder world, right? And he's like, but I can do my music and I can set this example of doing something different. Anyway, so he was Air National Guard, a firefighter for the Guard, and he's now a recruiter. And he talked a lot about the recruiter and how he gets to travel around with that. He writes music, he runs his band. He really would love to do all of that full time and then keep his Guard weekends because he wants to stay connected that way as well. He's working really hard at this, and he and his band did 60 gigs last year. He just really, he'd like to, I mean, I know you guys, I know some of you are crazy maniacs and you do 52 weeks, you probably do 112 gigs a year, and that's okay, or more, I don't even know. And that's okay. He does spend a lot of time writing and finessing his music in between times in the car. This is the second week. We have people or sitting down with friends at the bar. Anyway, the first song he shared last night was called Certified. He actually wrote this one for his wife after she super surprised him with a trip to Nashville because he was wanting to do this songwriting and singing. It was his first time there, and he fell in love, and she told him that she believed in him and wanted him to see the city. He, in turn, wrote the song Certified for her. That's very sweet. The second song he shared is called Whiskey Love. Weirdly just fits together, I guess, for me. He and his good buddy put it together. They were just talking about what love is and explaining it and how good it can be, so good, but yet so hurtful, and all these emotional pieces. The video they went to do in this bar, they had it all set up, and then the bar at the last minute changed their mind, which too bad for them because this stuff is good. So they went down the road and they were just sitting at Sully's kind of trying to figure out what they were going to do next. And one of the guys came to visit with him and was like, well, why don't you do it at this bar? And Jovan was like, oh, I want to talk to the owner and see if that works. He goes, what do you mean talk to the owner? I am the owner. So Sully himself was like, let's do it. So they took what they had that they were going to do at the other bars, set it up, and did the video right there. It's a cool one. Check it out. Whiskey Love. Switched at the last moment. The owner. Oh yeah, Sully is also a firefighter. And he
Yeah.
the video just right there. I mean, and this place now is very hometown for Jovan. He also is newer to Delaware. So this is Middleton, did he say? I know one of our faves, one of our super fans, Mr. Frank DeMith, is going to be there the next time Jovan plays. So that's pretty cool. The last song you played last night and shared was called Loving You Back. This is interesting. And so, a little bit of a play on words and theme. This was really the perspective of leaving Philly and heading to Delaware, learning this new, slower paced lifestyle. He's not in the city, allowing him to fall in love with the country. Or was he talking about the girl? Loving you back. You need to find out by listening to the song. Go listen to Mr. Jovan. Oh my gosh. Is my brain asleep? Help me.
Broken?
Oh my gosh, I just looked at it.
Jovan Newman?
Newman, thank you. He has two last names, you guys, and so I can remember the first one, but that's not what he puts his music on. Okay, Jovan Newman. Anyway, check it out. Jovan Newman, he's got more out there. We're just going to show you this because it's already on WeP3 Radio. So if you just take this little link, go check out WeP3 Radio. I don't know what kind of fire got lit under Peterson's butt, but send us your music and we can track what you've already sent us, what we've already had, what you had on the show, whatever it is. We're ready to roll and we're ready to get your music out there. And on that note, if you know other musicians that have served, Leo, fire, whatever, first responders, and military, whatever service they were in, let us know. We had a guy too that was also a dispatcher. There's some stories in that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Jovan, I think he's a Phillies fan. I think that might.
No. Yes, he is a Philadelphia Eagles fan. That's because we talked about it. And I thought for sure he would say something silly like Patriots fan.
I was going to remind him how those Eagles fans threw a beer at a little old lady because she was wearing Vikings clothing a few years ago. But you can't judge everybody based on a couple kids' actions, right?
Right.
Sounded like a really old lady saying that.
Right.
Yeah. Hey guys, we are on Rumble too. So if there's some old episodes that you would like to see, you can go to it's on YouTube. I'm gonna apologize for Peterson because it's never been organized. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I just wasn't trying to throw you under the bus. But I know that at one point in time, we talked about getting that organized. Now, I don't know anything about organizing it. And it's all there. You can find it. You might just have to look. We also track our guests. So if you guys ever have somebody that you we've had on, you just don't know when it was or where it was or how to find it, just let us know. We've got records. Now I can compliment Peterson because he's so very thorough in keeping records and saving emails and schedules and documents, and I will just call it records.
All right, records.
The records of our guests. Anyway, there's our Rumble account too. I'm only throwing that out there because there is a sector of people that watch our show that are pretty loyal on Rumble, LinkedIn. We're gonna figure this TikTok crap out. As much as I don't know that I need to learn another thing.
Right.
Oh, I know.
We're kind of in the slow season right now, aren't we? A little bit with the People's Patriot Project. It's the holidays are over. We're in a mad rush. We got stuff going. We're going to continue to work on stuff. We have no asks in the hopper right now. We've taken care of a couple families over the Christmas season. We're going to continue to look for, and again, that's why we got you guys out there, is to watch, listen, and let us know when people need help and support. And of course, we have an amazing team of people. That team is growing. We have some additions. We got some announcements, but we want to make sure that we're doing those announcements the way that everyone in the game wants to do it. It's weird. It's weird working for a nonprofit that supports veterans and first responders at times, because people that are nonprofits, veterans, and first responders get butthurt when you work in a certain space, and it's weird. That's not us. We won't do that, but we're going to continue to do what we do, and if you want to be part of it, great. If not, do your thing, and we'll still support you. In fact, I don't know if you guys figured that out. That's all about what the show's about on Sunday nights, is supporting. If we need to,
No, don't say
you
it.
need to lay your head down a little bit, take a little nap.
I honestly could. Why does school wear me out so much?
We want to make sure that veterans and first responders know that there are opportunities, resources, and supports out there for you. And that's why we've done the things we've done with the People's Patriot Project, and we'll continue to do it the way that we're doing it. And you can like it, you can dislike it, you can do whatever, and you can even share your opinion, and it won't matter, because we're going to keep doing what we're doing. Our beacon will be seen because our green doesn't go unseen. Boom. Check that out. Mo. I got to do one. Got to get one up here. So we won't bore you with the details that we don't have completely lined up. We're working on Reads Across America stuff, lining that up for the next year and this year, and we've got a bunch of side things going on with that. We've got a fitness program that we're looking at doing, and we've also got an education program that we're working on. I'd like to do a quick shout out to Mr. Ted Gehring, a social studies teacher from St. Francis Middle School, taking on the pieces of being our education director for Education Minnesota. I do want to do a quick shout out for Education Minnesota for the amazing supports that they do. Bernie Burnham with the AFL-CIO, the Minnesota State, actually the National AFL-CIO president. Just amazing people stepping out of the work. We haven't even thanked all the people that helped us for the Reads Across America event this year. We haven't debriefed that one yet. We got to get that done. It's in the notes. We got a board meeting is it this week?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. No, it is. It's this week, 2 days.
Yeah, in 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that all planned out. You should see my list of stuff. We gotta build and grow. We need you to come join us. Help us, support us. Support us by, if I had one person to kind of plan our Giving Tuesday, or plan one of our social media channels, or all this stuff. Upload music. I already said social media. We are having a conversation with a financial person this week. A lot just stuff. We have a communications director coming on board. We got the amazing Kimmer Gwinner, who is out spreading her amazing word of hope, help, and survivorship. She was on a podcast last night with someone that we're going to have on our show here in the real near future. And that pod, we talked about it briefly at the beginning of the episode today. And I'm trying to remember, because I don't remember everything. I'll be the first one to say that. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Conversation with a vet. That's what it is. The conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
50
wasn't
minutes.
sure where you were going. Got you.
Yeah. So, someone else. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Kimmer. You're amazing. You got anything else, Miss Eichmann?
I have, we have a couple new guests coming up this weekend.
Yes.
So we will be meeting Mr. Aman. I have to find it because there's a lot of Nagasi. There's a lot of letters in there. Okay. And I can tell you that one really quick too. That is solving invisible problems before they become visible. And then we will have Ryan Dorfield with Theory. And this is a musician, correct?
It is. No,
Nice.
he goes by Ryan Theory, just for the record.
Ryan Theory. In theory, it's Ryan. Yes. That's all I've really got, though. I've normally got a whole list of things, but those will be our guests. I had a really cool, anyone from Minnesota that might have offered to help pick wreaths up after the laying in mid-December. We have an amazing Boy Scout club that does this, and I was under the wrong impression that it was their thing and to let them roll. Turns out I need to take a role in that. We need to take a role in that as well. And so we will take volunteers. I've told some people in the past, I might have to go through my messenger in Facebook and redo some of the questions that we had, but I just wanted to confirm with their leader because we had more wreaths, maybe 3,500 more wreaths this year than normal. And I was like, at what point do you need some extra help? Because I got people asking all the time. But so additional new adventures on that front. So yeah, I think on that note, that finishes. Let me just look at, are we going to do a little Jovan?
It's for sure going to be Jovan.
What about the Whiskey Love?
You want to go Whiskey Love?
Yeah, I like this.
All right. This is Jovan Newman. Whiskey Love.
Somebody call me a ride, 'cause I ain't sober. 'Cause last night I looked in her eyes and today I'm hungover. Take my breath away, make me forget all my mistakes. I'm feeling so strong, something that I can hold on to. I want a whiskey kind of love. Want a whiskey kind of love. I want wild, I want free. I want the kind that brings you down to your knees. I want a whiskey kind of love. Whiskey kind of love. Whiskey kind of love. Pour me another round and make it a double. Another shot of Jim Beam or JD because I love trouble. Oh, she takes my breath away, I think I'm in love. I can't get enough of your whiskey love. I wanna